True.
Okay. I think my first team here I coached was officially. I took over the boys 16 of Greener
Greenacre.
football. I worked with those team for 6 months. Then I moved to Ready Football. I coached in Ready Football. I also coached in Lean. I was in Lean for
So you actually started coaching properly here in
here in
Norway,
Norway. Yes.
not when you were studying in
No, when
England.
I studied in England, I was just volunteer. You
Okay.
can always do volunteer,
Yes,
and they
yes,
send
yes.
you to
Studying.
courses and studying. So I
Okay.
didn't have like official contract to say that I am a
Sidi Jata.
Sid is a talent, one of my favorite striker. I have had strikers I've trained as well. Sid is one of
The visionary. That's the work of a.
so from the last on the table, a team that they are trying to remove from the league.
Yeah.
So I had to have a meeting with the players and tell them, ask them what they want, and just change the way they see things. We go back to basics, try to do simple things with quality, and everything changed.
Guys, this guy is a visionary.
So
they usually say, the saying goes, when the vision is clear, the direction is easy. So that was something like that happened to you.
Thank you.
And then after Vålerenga, and then
so from Vålerenga, that's where I came to Kobotin, where I am right now. This is my small desk where I plan everything. You can see on the board there. There's planning.
Okay, this is the board here.
I'm planning. Yeah.
So what is your role here? What is the position here?
My role in the club as utviklingsleder and barn of football ansvarig. So I am in charge now